Hi everyone, Ricky here from Tech Talk. Thanks very much for joining me. Today we're taking a look at a new device. A massive thank you to Vodafone for sending out the Sony Xperia X. So this is their new phone from Sony, and there's also the XA as well, which we'll be taking a look at in the future. So first of all, let's get into our unboxing, setup and initial thoughts, as I always do in these videos, and always leave a comment down below to let me know what you think of the phone, what you think of the video, and any videos you might like to see as well throughout the series. Okay, so looking at the front here, you've got Xperia branding, and then you've got that X going through on the box. Luckily the camera is picking it up for me. On the left and on the right there is nothing. Looking at the bottom here, you've just got Xperia. Then on the top you've just got a bit of retail information. Switching around to the back, Sony are really good at doing this. They do very minimal stuff on the back, but they do have some key facts and key specs down here at the bottom, which I'm actually going to talk about for you and let you know what they are. So first of all, it's a 23 megapixel camera, which is phenomenally high. That's nearly double the amount of the iPhone 6S and 6S Plus. It's 0.03 autofocus, so very quick autofocus. Your front facing camera for themselves is a 13 megapixel camera, so that's again better than the iPhone's rear facing camera. So just for your selfies alone, it's going to look stunning. The display is a 5-inch full HD display. Sony is saying that you're going to get a 2-day battery life out of this, and we're going to be testing that out. It's a 64-bit Snapdragon 650 processor, 32 gigabytes of onboard storage with a micro SD card slot. Also, it has a fingerprint sensor. So let's look at the device and what we get in the box. So just taking the top off there. First things first, we're going to see our phone on the front here. Again, we'll take this out and we'll set this to the side and we'll have a look at that shortly. You get two bits of information. You get a start guide and about pre-installed software. So just a little warranty about the software that's already installed. So underneath, you're going to find your 3-pin plug here for the UK. You've got that pop-up third pin, so be careful with that one because that is made out of plastic and can break very easily. And you've got your USB socket there on the back. You also have some headphones to listen to music with a mic control system, and they are in-ear headphones as well. Then finally under here, we're going to find our charging cable, and this is micro USB. It's not USB-C yet. And this is for syncing and also for charging for your device. So let's move this all aside and have a look at the Sony Xperia X. So first of all, first impressions of the device. Just look how thin that is. And I do love the way Sony actually integrate their displays and their layouts of their phones. I think it looks so polished and very well finished off. So it looks very thin. Not too sure on the thinness yet. I will get back to you and let you know, or the thickness. But you do have that 3.5 jack up there at the top. On the back you have that whopping 23 megapixel camera, which is phenomenally high, and a little flash. Also on the back there you do have Xperia branding. I hope you can see that. So it's like a gunshot metal coating back to it, and it does feel quite nice actually in the hand. So on this side you're going to find all your buttons. You've got some volume rockers, you've got your power button, and you've got a quick access camera button as well. Then on this opposite side here, you're going to find your SIM card tray and micro SD card tray all in one. Like I said, this phone does have a fingerprint sensor, and also it has front facing speakers as well. So let's turn the phone on and do the setup. So this is running Android 6.0.1 at the moment, and of course should get the new latest software updates when available. So like I said, please drop a comment down below if you need to know any information. I'd be more than happy to help. Any videos that you might like to see, like gaming, or how it works with one thing or works with another, leave down below and I'll be more than happy to make them. I need to know quite quickly, as I only have the devices for roughly about 9 to 10 days. And thank you as well to everyone that's subscribed. We've gone over 3,000 subscribers now. That means such a lot to myself. Okay, so we're into our setup now. So let's go through and do our setup stage of this device. So you have a little tick box here that you have to tick. And we have chosen our language as English, so get started. So first thing it's going to ask us about our internet connection. Would we like to use mobile data or Wi-Fi. We're going to say mobile data and hit next. Next, it's going to ask you about your Wi-Fi. So this is where you'd add your Wi-Fi if you so want to. So mine is the top one here. So I click on this. Then it's asking you to put in your password, which you should know or be on the back of your router. So once you've entered your password, hit connect. And make sure you do connect to your Wi-Fi as well, because it is going to save on that data as well. So next is just checking the connection and checking any software update. Our next step is backing up from an old device. So if we had an old device that we want to move our content over to this new device, we can do that here. So at the moment, we're going to set up as a new. So I'll say no thank you and carry on. Again, it's just checking information. Our next step is adding a Google account. So you need a Google account for the Play Store. The Play Store is where you will purchase all your apps, games, movies, TV shows, and all the other bits that you will need from Google. So if you do not have a Google account, you can create one. So at the moment, I'm just going to skip. It's going to tell me all the good things that I'm actually going to skip, but we're still going to skip here. The next step is to name your device, and it's good to do this just so you know when it's connected to a computer or when you're on Bluetooth trying to share something, you'll find the device a little bit easier. So protection of your phone is very different on this one, as there's a PIN pattern or password, or this time you can use a fingerprint sensor. So I'm going to say not at the moment, as I'm going to demo how to set up the fingerprint sensor on this phone. I'm going to go next. I'm going to go skip anyway because it's with me. So next is Google services and agreements that we have to agree to. Next is Xperia services. So Xperia offer you some different services. I'm going to say not now. So data disclaimer. So it just reminds you that you are in control of your data and to watch it, as some applications run in the background and can cause your data to go over. Next, and then we're all done. You're all set to go. So if I click home here. So Vodafone Content Panel are normally on most of these devices or other devices from Vodafone. This one doesn't have it, but it does prompt you to download the Vodafone apps from the Google Play Store. So please bear that in mind. We're into our home screen here, and I think the phone, just quickly flicking through, it seems to be running very smoothly. It looks very nice actually. I'm going to have to change the pink and purple background. I'm not a big fan of that, but let me know what you think down below. So what do you think of this device? Me personally, I think this is quite a competitor against the Z5, and the XA as well we'll take a look at as well. So like I said, it's a 5-inch display. Also with that 23 megapixel camera, which I will be testing and bringing you some shots. And I will do a selfie with that 13 megapixel camera as well. So let me know what you think down below. It's always great to hear from you. Please like the video, subscribe as always, because it's growing fantastically now. And thank you to everyone. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.